Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. It's Cubs baseball on the show next. John Lester is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, Matt, his last outing was really dominant stuff. Double-digit strikeout. He dominated the hitters. He kept his team in the game. He did everything you want a great pitcher to do. I'm looking for that type of performance again today.
And here's Jose Peraza. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Cincinnati, second baseman, number 9.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it. Half. One away. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see the speed and athleticism of Billy Hamilton on display. Coming into this game, he's among the leaders in the NL in stolen bases, so that tells you enough about this guy's speed. But what it also tells you is he does a pretty good job of getting on base. Keep an eye on him if he gets aboard.
Digging in the switch hitter, Billy Hamilton. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Now the first pitch here from Lester. And he lays off there 1-0. HR, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Well, Matt, it's nice to wake up in a day game and know your ace is going to be on the mound. It's just one of those win days. Seems like you got to the park early, and before you know it, the game's going to be over and you're going to have a W.
So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Well, McDonald's strike zone is pretty ordinary, pretty basic. Now, sometimes it's tough to figure out, and that's when you get frustrated with him. There's not a whole lot of flash, but you just want him. Be consistent.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Oh, and that was a big mistake right there. This guy might be their best base stealing threat in the lineup. So now he's got a chance to move into scoring position without even putting the ball into play.
In is Joey Votto now. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Ooh, and heads up as this is pulled foul. Comes set and the 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Anthony DeSclafani gets the start for Cincinnati in this one. Harold. Any thoughts?
Matt, he's in a nice little groove right now. I got one number I look at, and that's his whip. And his last 3 starts under 1.2. Regardless of what the end result might be, he's throwing the ball well in his last 3 starts.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder, Ben Zobrist.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. Harold, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they've been mired in a team-wide slump of late, as with the loss last time out, they've now dropped 8 of their last 9 decisions.
Yeah, man, I mean, this is a big game. Nobody likes to get swept in a series. Losing the first 2 games kind of put their backs against the wall. We'll see how they respond as they try to get one win in this place as they get ready to get out of here.
There to take it is Votto, and there's one gone. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I'm definitely excited to see Addison Russell play. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He's not among the league leaders in home runs, but his total does top this ball club. Here comes the first pitch. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, just to the right of the chalk, a fair ball.
That was an impressive single, but more impressive was the play of the left fielder. He cut the ball off, got it back in, and they keep the double play in order, giving that pitcher a chance to get out of this inning.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Single. This is on the ground over to first. Cozart for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Nothing in the Cubby first. On to the second now from Wrigley with no score. Into the box now, Adam Duvall, and he is proving to be something of a non-threat with a bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. Into the windup and the pitch. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike one. Here it comes. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Here it comes on 1-1. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Now Lester deals the 1-2. Chopped foul over towards the coaching box.
I like the call for the 2-strike changeup, but you got to make a better pitch. He got away with one right there.
Here he comes again, 1-2. And he got him.
Let's take a look at the Cubbies defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And down at third base, Chris Bryant. You talk about a tall drink of water. He knocks down everything. He's got the arm strength to play deep. He's got the good hands to catch the ball. But I think it's amazing to be that tall and force him to have to hit the ball over you.
The catcher, Devin Mesoraco, stands in. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
No score here as we play inning number 2. A cold strike on the inside corner. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
And a neck-high fastball that time.
Hey, I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
Hit hard back up the middle. Gloved by Russell. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting sixth, shortstop, Zach Cozart.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. And a nice changeup that time from Lester to start things out. It's 0-1.
That's the game changer right there. That's the difference between great and good. This is why he's great. He's able to put a ball in the corner where most guys can't.
The 0-1 delivery. A breaking ball over the outside corner for strike two.
That's a high strike on a curveball right there. If he continues to throw that pitch, we won't be mentioning his name very much longer in this game. He's going to have to get that ball down to be effective.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Whoa, he tried to get a little cute right there. A little two-strike changeup. He thought he might get a swing and miss, but man, he left that in the zone. He's fortunate that ball didn't leave the park.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And no one will get this one.
I like the pitch right there. Two-strike fastball out of the zone. See if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time. See if he chases it again.
Another one sent foul. Here comes another 0-2. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Reds are down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So digging in now, Ian Happ. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Happ.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
If this second inning is any indication of what we're going to see, he's got this hitter 0-2. He really learned from his last outing when he lost. He is way more aggressive now, coming right after guys and throwing strikes.
Lifted into the air out toward center field. Hamilton is under it. One down.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Reds. And I'm looking down there at Joey Votto. You know, Joey will surprise you. He'll make an unbelievable play because he's a gambler. He's not afraid to challenge on a bunt, and he's not afraid to turn and spin and throw a ball to second base without even looking that direction.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. His career line against DeSclafani, 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
The 1-0 delivery. And this is going to be a foul ball. Swing and a little blooper to center. Coming in is Hamilton. Lays out, and he's got it. A great play for out number 2.
The shortstop, Addison Russell.
Here's Addison Russell. First at bat for him in this one, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark for the year. Into the windup and the pitch. Tapped down the line. That rolls foul for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
See what happens when you work fast, you stay aggressive, and you come right after guys? Man, you get great results. 2 quick outs, and now he's 0-2 on this hitter.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Cubs are down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here on the north side at Wrigley Field as we get a look at Cloudgate, or the Bean as it's commonly referred to. He went deep in the contest last night.
Suarez.
First offering on its way. And that sinking fastball didn't sink, it stayed high. A shot down the first baseline. And this is going to get past him at first. That's a fair ball. Around first, he's digging for second. Arms pumping, he's hustling for third. And he'll get there as he kicks off the third with a leadoff triple.
Yeah, and after that one, it looks like the first run of the game could be coming pretty soon. He got a pitch that he liked, and he roped it to the outfield. Then he showed the speed necessary to make it all the way around to third.
Number 33 is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Grounded up the first baseline. Rizzo was there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting ninth, catcher Anthony DeSclafani.
Coming to the plate now, Anthony DeSclafani. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike. Ready with the 0-1. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Anthony DeSclafani goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Left field and deep. Half going back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 5 on the year, and it's given Cincinnati a 2-0 lead.
Well, he got a curveball, and that's the one pitch. If you catch it right, it is tailored to go out of the ballpark. It gets that little loop to you. You take the swing up on it like he did right here, and that ball travels out of the park.
The batter, number 6.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Lester ready, the 1-0. And he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. And Baez will put this one away to retire the side. But the Reds do push across a couple on this 2-run home run. We played 2.5, 2-0 Cincinnati. Ready now, Javier Baez. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Javier Baez.
Into the windup and the pitch. Now, oh boy, a fastball right at him to start the inning. Good thing he got out of the way of that one.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
Line hard. But this will be a foul ball.
Well, it's clearly on that fastball. He hit that one hard. He just could not keep it fair.
Here it comes on 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And the pitch. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away.
Well, that's back-to-back breaking balls. He's able to foul that one off. Will they come back with a third?
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Getaway day here on a Thursday afternoon as you take a look at the upcoming schedule for the weekend and into the early part of next week. Now at the plate, John Lester, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting ninth, center fielder.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Now, a mid-90s fastball's no joke, and that's proof right there. He threw it right by him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. On the ground to third. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down 2-0. Digging in to try it again. Joey Votto. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Joey Votto.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Almora in pursuit. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder Adam Duvall.
Striding in once again, Adam Duvall comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Two runs on 2 hits and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit hard towards center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Well, he tried to double up on him. The first one, he swung through it, figuring, hey, I'll throw him another one until he hits it. Well, this time he hit it.
Stepping in now, Devin Mesoraco. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Lester ready, the 1-0. Oh, and he comes after him again there. Ball 2.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind at the count, 2-0.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Working for the punch out and the offering. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he struck him out.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Standing in now, Zach Cozart, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Grounder down the line at third. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Here he pulls a changeup that's away. You're supposed to hit the other way and gets the base hit. Other times he takes that ball the other way, hits a line drive, and doesn't get the hit.
Into the box now, Eugenio Suarez sends that one out of play for strike 1. There's a changeup over the outside corner.
Well, he's got himself in a little bit of a jam, but I tell you what, he does a good job as anybody. First and second, 2 outs. Now watch how he pitches on the corners and tries to get himself out of this.
From the stretch. Heavy sinker just stayed inside.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Zobrist is in pursuit. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. Reds strand a couple as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Coming to the plate now, Ben Zobrist. He popped out in his first trip.
Ben Zobrist.
Into the windup and the pitch. Hit hard up the middle, and that'll be a base hit for Zobrist. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Well, you make in-game adjustments, right, Matt? I mean, they've had a hard time scoring. Right here, he jumps on the first pitch to get things going, so I see a little bit of a change. Maybe this is how they jumpstart their offense for the rest of the game.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Bryant. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. A double play ball to second. 4 scooped up, throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play.
Oh, right there. Sometimes you can just miss a ball. Doesn't mean you have to swing and miss, but that ball's right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't square it up the way he'd like to. He missed it.
The 0-1 on its way. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Wow, that's a little bit of a surprise. You don't see too many ugly swings from him. He's having such a great year. You'd think he's on most things all the time.
In the dirt here. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. A fastball that just misses inside.
Hey, one thing's clear. He's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
2-2 count. Here it comes. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Into the box, Ian Happ. And he pops him up back behind second base. Cozart has got it, and the side is retired. Cubs strand 1. They trail things here 2-0. At the plate, number 33. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Number 33.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope.
And that misses ball 1.
You know what, Matt? He's been getting most of the pitches. I know he's complaining a little bit on this one, but he's been getting most of the pitches today. He should be feeling pretty good about himself.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. Three and 0 now.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
And he finally gets this one over for strike 1. The 3-1 coming from Lester. 3-2 now.
The count is full. 3-2.
Hit out towards second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. And hold on a minute now. It looks like we may see that last call challenged here. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Cubs have decided to
All right, so here's one
play.
final look at it. Now remember, there has to be indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the call. He was called safe and probably could go either way, but I don't think there's enough right here to change the call.
And we'll get our answer here, as it appears the umpires have made their decision and the headset comes off. And the runner is safe at first as originally called, so they will lose the ability to challenge for the remainder of the game. In now, Anthony DeSclafani. And the pitcher is, in fact, bunting here as he puts this one down. On to first to complete the double play.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball, too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
And here's Jose Peraza, as he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Well, a little two-out single. Now, you may not think it's much, but he's already given up a couple runs this game, so maybe this is the start of something big.
Billy Hamilton.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Checked his swing there and pops this one up. Calling for it, Bryant, and that retires the side. Reds leave one. They're up 2-0. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. And here's a ball hit in the air. Full extension, but he can't make the catch. That's strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Hamilton comes on now, and he has it one down. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And both guys have been coming with some low to mid 90s heat here. 96 versus 93 as the top two speeds thus far. Ready for another chance? Addison Russell comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
Well, this offense finds themselves struggling right now, and they're down a few runs. They got to try to manufacture, get somebody on, maybe hit and run, and then you look for the big ball. Looks like right now everybody's swinging for the downs. They got to turn it around a little bit, play a little small ball, get it going. Well, you find yourself down 0-2, and the last swing you take is a bad swing. It doesn't give you a lot of confidence as a hitter, that's for sure.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it. I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
Oh, and he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Hey, 0-2 in the dirt. Listen, this team's a very free-swinging team, so he's just going to go ahead and try to keep bouncing. If they're going to swing at him, he's going to keep throwing him.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning.
Cubs are down in order. They trail it here 2-0. In is Joey Votto now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
19, Joey Votto.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. It's 2-0.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Now batting, right fielder, Adam Duvall.
Digging in and looking for more, Adam Duvall. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And you can forget about the double play now as the runner moves up to second base.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
Sent on the ground out to second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Votto is on his way home. The run scores from second. It's a 3-0 game.
Boy, that's a big RBI single right there. As well as their pitcher is throwing right now, 3-0 might be all he needs to bring it home.
The catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in. Fouled straight back. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Happ sprinting after it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The batter, number 2, shortstop Zach Cozart.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Runners on first with 1 down. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
He's been looking really good. Another hit, another multi-hit game. This hot streak has been really fun to watch him perform.
Standing in now, Eugenio Suarez. Line drive to center field. Almora is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning.
Number 33.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 33. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Bryant onto the grass. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Reds 3 and the Cubs nothing. Striding in once again, John Lester. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
There's that tight slider right there. Just missed getting under the hands. That's a good pitch. I like that pitch. But if you don't get it where you want it, it could be a dangerous pitch to throw.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. And there's the first out.
Now batting, center fielder, Albert Almora.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Votto will have room there as he puts it away in front of the dugout for out number 2.
Number 18.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Ready on 1-2. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail it here 3-0. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Reds leading this one as we start the 7th, and before we commence, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Ready for another shot now, Anthony DeSclafani.
Leading off
a
with
matchup with John Lester now to lead off the inning.
DeSclafani.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. And this is fouled back and out of play. 0-1 pitch on its way. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 0-2 now from Lester. And this is fouled into the seats over from first.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
The 0-2 once more. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. Now another 1-2. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon.
Now I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
Jose Peraza will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. A curveball that catches the inside corner. Line, but speared on a hop. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 6, center fielder Billy Hamilton.
Digging in once again, Billy Hamilton. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Tapper up the line. That's a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball hit on the ground to short. Russell's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Digging in, Chris Bryant.
Leading
1
off
for
for the
2 on
Cubs.
his line so far in the
Third
game.
baseman, Chris Bryant.
Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Ball 1.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
He swung so hard, I don't know how he stayed on his feet or kept his helmet on. I'm surprised he didn't fall down. He swung so hard. What a big swing.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and out of here. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And the Cubs are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
First baseman number
Into the box
44.
now, Anthony Rizzo. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, man.
Well, when you hear people talk about the unwritten rules of baseball, I think we just saw a perfect example of that. You hit one of mine, and I'm going to hit one of yours. Always been that way and probably always will be, even though they've tried to crack down on that kind of stuff recently.
Stepping in now, Ian Happ, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. A runner at first with no outs here. And another foul ball. Another 0-2 coming. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
In now, Wilson Contreras takes this the other way to right. Duvall is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Cubs, the shortstop, Addison Russell.
Here's Addison Russell, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. First delivery to him on the way. Soft liner towards short. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. Cubbies draw a bit closer on the strength of this solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Ready once again, Joey Votto. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Joey Votto.
First pitch on its way. Ooh, and heads up as this is pulled foul. The windup and the 0-1. Curveball that time, not even close. This is skied into the air to straightaway center.
Waiting on it is Almora.
And that's the first out of the inning.
The batter.
Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our two starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown nine have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Ready for another chance? Adam Duvall. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Now Lester's 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time, and that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
The catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he takes a called strike 1.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
This one is launched. Look at this. Looking up is Contreras. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another. So a solo shot here to left center field. 3rd home run for him on the year, as the Reds have opened up a 4-1 lead.
It's a 3-run lead now, and that doesn't exactly slam the door shut on this thing, but it certainly closes it a little bit. The importance of each run is magnified the later you get in the game, and that bomb here in the 8th is big.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Now here it comes. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
He offered at that pitch out of the zone there, and I think that's a result of the previous pitch getting called against him. He might feel like he's needing to expand the zone if that's how it's going to be called.
Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch chopped weakly to the left. Throw too late to get him at first. Not a thing of beauty, but it's an infield single nonetheless.
Number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
Digging in to try it again. Eugenio Suarez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden, and I believe that's going to be all for John Lester. So he'll exit after a good 7 2/3, but he'll also be on the hook for the L unless things get turned around here. Mike Montgomery takes over
Now
here with a
pitching
runner
for
at
the
first
Chicago
and
Cubs,
2 gone in the inning.
Number 38, Mike Montgomery.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Leaves a changeup high for a strike.
Fans, it's still
Two out with the man
May.
at first. Hot shot to third. Bryant's got it. He'll go to Baez at second for the force, and that ends the inning. One more for the Reds, and it comes on this home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's now 4-1 Reds. Here's Javier Baez. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Here it comes. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Boy, he is just being way too aggressive and not staying with the ball in his zone. He's already got 2 strikeouts, and he comes up there and swings this one out of the zone. Not a good game so far.
And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Cozart ranging into the outfield, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Pitcher, Mike Montgomery.
Kyle Schwarber will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Schwarber.
And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far. He comes in at 262 on the year. 7 homers, 13 RBIs. Softly hit toward the hole. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Center fielder, number 5, Albert Almora.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, and it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
This is skied out toward right. Duvall moves over, and that's the 3rd out. Cubs are down in order. They trail it 4-1. Brian Dunsing enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Dunsing.
Now in the box, number 33, and he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And a great start to the 9th as this ought to be extra bases. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Well, he hung that one and he didn't miss it. That's what you do. Hang it and bang it.
The pitcher, Anthony DeSclafani.
Scooter Gennett will come off the bench now as he'll pinch hit with the runner at second and nobody out.
Scooter Gennett.
Liner towards second. And you can't ask for much more off the bench as he'll drive that run in with extra bases. The runner scores from second. And they're right back in business again. He's in with a triple.
That's the difference between average and good hitters. Good hitters almost always take advantage of RBI opportunities when they present themselves. He does it here, and the lead is now 4.
And here's Jose Peraza. He grounds it sharply to third. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The batter, number 6, center fielder Billy Hamilton.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner.
Oh, he got a good pitch to hit right there. Now, I know it was a slider. Not a lot of people like to hit sliders, but it was in a good hitting location. He just looked like he was fooled a little bit and got caught looking.
And now a bluff here as he'll just make sure nothing's cooking over there at third. 1 strike offering now to Hamilton. Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
In tight with the slider, 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Here's a ground ball through the hole. It's a base hit. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Wow, well, that's a combination of a little bit of speed and luck. He pulls the ball into the hole right there. You're going to drive in that run, and they have no play on you.
In is Joey Votto now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Has a look, now the pitch. And this is swung on and missed as they jump ahead of Votto here, 0-2.
Look, Matt, this guy's got a great sinker. Here's the key. He's got a runner on first base. This is where you can get that ground ball double play. Make him chase that hard sinker and hit it to the dirt and turn one over for you.
Runner at first here, one man out. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are two gone now.
Now batting, right fielder, Adam
Standing
Duvall.
in, Adam Duvall. Couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon.
Hey fans, want to be the first to know about the latest Cubs news, promotions, and ticket deals? We'll get all this and more when you register for the free Cubs Insider newsletter. Sign up online at Cubs.com.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. A runner on first with 2 away. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. It's the Reds 6 and the Cubs 1. Blake Wood, the 6'5" right-hander, takes over on the mound.
Number 36, Blake Wood.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the 9th.
Right fielder, number 18.
And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Mesoraco recovers. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
Now batting.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Looks like the Reds are going to have some stirring in the bullpen as the lefties begun to heat up down there. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Well, they're down a few right here, and I could get all over him for such a big swing. The bases are empty, and he takes a big power swing. But maybe he's trying to light a fire. He catches one and maybe gets him going, hits the ball in the seats, and now all of a sudden everybody gets rolling. Well, there's no doubt what he was thinking on those first 2 swings, big power swings. Now he's got to dial it back a little bit and try to put that ball in play.
Hit down the third baseline. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
The good hitters, they don't usually have trouble with the low 90s fastball. He might have been looking for something else.
Here's the 0-1. Now an off-speed pitch that nearly ran in and got him. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
That's a nice pitch. A fastball in that jams him, and now you go back outside. You know he's got to protect inside. You go back outside to try to get the out.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
6-1 the final tally today. Anthony DeSclafani wins his 3rd of the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. John Lester is charged with the loss after 7 1/3 of very strong work. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Cincinnati Reds. 6 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Cubs, 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 4 minutes.